Hey guys, what's up? It's Kahoob here. So today I decided I'm going to start doing reviews on the Foldapp debit card spin wheels and let you know if the premium or the spin plus card is ever worth actually getting. And so they just launched a new spin wheel. They do it every 2 weeks. So every 2 weeks, I'll have a new video out discussing the perks and everything and whether I find this card worth paying $150 a year or if the crypto.com, even Ruby Steel or Jade Indigo is better. So if it's better than the Ruby Steel, then maybe the Fold one is for you just because of the cost. Well, technical costs and quoting air marks because these are just investments. These aren't actual cost. It's investments in an altcoin. But anyways, so onto the spin wheel for Fold. On the debit card, we can see that no matter if you're spin or spin plus tier, the odds of the extra spin are the same and the amount you get is the same. Same with the 20% or 21% back on your over under purchase of $500 or more. And same with the 6.15% back over under $250. So just keep in mind those are all the same whether you have the spin or spin plus. So it kind of makes the spin tier a bit better in that sense because it gets rid of better benefits for the spin plus tier. Okay, so if we look into all this, the last wheel, I made a Foldapp debit card review and I mentioned the current spin wheel that they had last week's, that it just was not good. It was only for big purchases. And in this one, we can see that they mentioned, no pleb left behind. And basically they mentioned that, this person said the rate of reward should not depend on the size of the purchase. Make it equal for all to earn 10%. Many plebs are living paycheck to paycheck and don't have money for large purchases. So then he says Foldapp is a great company and they will definitely change it. So, they took in that information. They did listen to the customers. So I'm glad they did. But when we look at the odds, you can see that there's actually around a 90.76% chance of getting 2% back or less. And in fact, they tell you right here, there's an 85% chance to at least earn 1% back at the minimum. Of course, you can earn less than that. And if you want to know what you're most likely to land on, your highest odds, it's going to be anywhere between 1% to 1.8%. As you can see, they're pretty much around the same odds, 18%, 18, 16, 15, 14. So those are all the closest odds of winning. So when you spin the wheel, you're most likely going to land on any of those. Of course, there's a 5% chance of landing on 0.5, as well as a 5% on extra spin, and 2% on these over-under bonuses. Now, the one thing that I do like that they changed about these over-under bonuses is that there's a minimum win of 1,000 sats. So if your purchase is not over $500 or more, then you're not going to get 21% back in your purchase, but you will get 1,000 satoshis. Before, it would have been 100 satoshis. So they added a zero and made it 1,000, which, for example, would be around 39 cents to 40 cents at the current market price of what Bitcoin's at right now, compared to what they would have done of just 4 cents. So that's quite a bit of a jump, and I'm glad they did that. And if your purchase is like a $10 purchase and you land on the over-under bonus and you get 1,000 satoshis, well, that's like a 4% back on your purchase if it's around 40 cents. So if you just look in and take in all these odds and look at what these are, you can also win 1 million satoshis, which is really cool that they added that to the wheel. There's a 0.035% chance of getting it. I heard that on this current wheel, there's been already 2 people within a day that have landed on this wheel reward. So that is pretty cool. Not me, obviously, but you can also win 1 whole Bitcoin. So the 1 million sats and 1 whole Bitcoin is for the spin and spin plus tier as well. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 that are all the same for the spin tier compared to the spin plus. So they all share the exact same odds and everything. Now, do I find the premium card or spin plus tier card worth getting with this wheel? Personally, I would say no, just because it's variable reward, so it's like gambling, and that's usually fine as long as there's a good minimum percent back on a purchase. Now, there's an 85% chance to earn a minimum of 1% back, but as you can see, the odds of you landing on 1% to 1.8% are pretty high, meaning that you'll literally get more on the Ruby Seal debit card. And I know the Fold Spin Plus tier is $150 a year, so this one is more than double of $400. But the cool thing is, this $400 is an investment, so you get to keep the $400. It just fluctuates in value based on Crow or CRO's value. And in the 6 months after the lockup, you can sell it whenever, or withdraw it whenever, or like do anything with it. Of course, you'd lose the rewards, but still, at least you gotta keep it. So it's technically you can get these rewards for free as well. Not only that, but if you watched my other videos as well, I mentioned that the Ruby Steel pays itself back within a year if you spend $1,000 a month and you take advantage of the $12.99 a month of free Spotify and of reimbursements. And of course, if you spend over 12,000 a year, then you're going to pay it back even like probably in 6 months if you do 24,000 a year or something like that. So anyways, the Ruby Steel is literally better than this spin wheel that they just launched. So honestly, I'd have to say I do not recommend it. I probably won't be using my full debit card. I definitely still are planning on downgrading to the spin tier, as this one I don't really like either, and I'm not a big spender as well on transactions. The Fold debit card is good for like mortgages and insurance and taxes, things like that, financial services, because you can get Bitcoin back on those. But on the crypto.com debit card, those are usually all excluded, so you won't get any cash back. But with that, keep that in mind. I would just get the spin tier in my opinion. So yeah, looking at this, I still plan on downgrading, and I personally don't really like this wheel. Too high of odds of getting 2% back or less, is there's a very high chance of you getting anywhere between 1% to 1.8%, and it's just all these other odds are too low, like 2%, 0.10%. It's just not worth it. My last transaction I did was over $100 on the last wheel, and I kept spinning. I did like 12 spins or something like that on it, and I was really hoping to get $100 back, just to get 100% back, because it was a 0.10% chance, just like this one. But I did not land on it, even with 12 spins. And I mean, that's fine, but I think I got 2% back max, which is kind of annoying because I have the Royal Indigo Jade Green, which gives me 3% back, plus all the other perks too, like 10% interest, Spotify, Netflix, and stuff like that. Anyways, yeah, so that's it. I'm gonna end this video here. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe for more future content like this, and let me know what you think about the current Fold spin wheel for the spin tier or spin plus tier, and let me know if you find the card worth it for the current wheel. Personally, I do not, and I still plan on downgrading. Hopefully they come out with a better wheel that'll be better than the stake of my Royal Indigo Jade Green debit card. All right, see you guys later in my next video.